Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carlos Victorino and this is Vic's Vlogs. For those that don't know, what I usually do is I vlog out things I do on the weekends, the different adventures or outings that I do. But since we're on a quarantine and we have to stay at home, I'm kind of limited to the content I could create. And I do want to put out more videos, so I'm kind of like spacing them out and doing them every other weekend. And for this weekend, I decided to cover Lost Lands again. I'm kind of making like a series that kind of lead up to the actual festival. And for this video, I decided to cover the do's and don'ts that I came up with for Lost Lands. In my opinion, the number one thing that I want to cover that you guys should do if you go into Lost Lands is go to the pre-party. I cannot stress this enough. The pre-party is always insane. You never know what to expect. It's just really fun. Like anyone could jump on the deck. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos of like all the DJs that are on the deck during the pre-party. There's just a crazy amount of people. I think I have one clip that I found on the internet that kind of shows how it looks like from up there. I think another important thing to do at the festival is to actually move around. I know a lot of people like to stay in one spot, and once they find their prime spot, they tend to stick there. I'm a wanderer, so I like to venture out and walk around and meet new people. Because Lost Lands is a really big festival, you just meet a whole bunch of different people, and I've met people from all over the country. Another important thing to have, if you don't already have it, is a Lost Lands app. As we get closer to the festival, they're going to update the app. But the app helps finding out who's on which stage, the set times, and it'll give you like updates that are going on in the campgrounds as well, which is my other thing that I recommend. If you are camping, try to check out some of the activities on the campgrounds that happen early in the morning. I know they have like yogas, I know they have like seminars and stuff. I know we're there for the music, but just the activities that they have are just like an extra bonus. So definitely try and check those out. I know a big question that a lot of people have, especially the new people, is what should I bring clothes-wise? And I can't really answer that right now because in Ohio, around that time, the weather really is just unpredictable. So you got to really plan for anything. Plan for rain. It's rained a year. You got to plan for cold weather. You got to plan for hot weather. So just prepare for anything, really. The best way to really plan for it is to like check the weather the week of. That way you know what kind of clothes you want to wear on what day. But with that being said, one thing I do recommend is having like a bandana or like a face mask, because we're going to do a lot of walking around and there's a lot of dust that kicks up. So definitely want to cover your face. And if it does decide to get hot, it gets really hot out there. So bring like a fan or bring like a spray bottle as well. Those help out when you're walking through the crowds. Spray people while you're walking by. Which reminds me, that's another thing. If you're walking through the crowd, try to say excuse me as much as you can. I know the music's going to be loud, but the best thing about Lost Lands, especially the first year, is everyone is really nice. Everyone's really courteous. There was a lot of people that on the first year would always say excuse me. That's one thing that like is really important to festivals. Lost Lands, I want to keep it being the best festival because I love Lost Lands so much. So if the crowds, if you walk through people, you don't have to say it all the time, but try to drop it in like every 10 seconds, 15 seconds. People will move out of your way and they will appreciate you for being courteous. Another thing that I like about Lost Lands that not a lot of other festivals have is you can go in and out of the festival. I don't know if a lot of people knew this, but I know I took advantage of it every time I could. I would go in early in the day and then go back to the campsite, drink a little bit, hang out with some friends, maybe take a shower because there's not going to be lines around that time. I would go back to the campsite and eat as well to save money on food and stuff. But I do recommend trying some of the food because the food there is really good. Like I remember the second year that I went, on the last day, I just ate pretty much the whole day, just trying out different foods. I will recommend like the grilled cheese. The grilled cheese was amazing. And then you have to try the lemonades. The lemonades, when it's hot, are the best thing ever. Try to get them like within the first day or the second day, because by the third day, they're gonna be really watered down and not have as much like limes. Personally, something that I like to do that makes my time a little bit more fun is do like an instant prank. I would walk by a person and act like they dropped something and act like I picked it up, when in reality it's nothing. It kind of makes them like laugh a little bit and just lighten the mood. Like, we're there to have fun, meet people. That's the best way to like break the ice. I remember the first year someone brought like a fishing line and attached $1 to it and set it on the ground and just reeled it back. And then they brought the person to them and like everyone just laughed. It was a good time. I'll try to find the video and post it right here.
Boy, you better believe you get fucked, you get fucked, you get fucked, you get fucked, you get fucked,
I'm trying to keep this video positive and give you guys ideas of like the do's to do at the festival, but we can't have a do and don't do list without having some negative things. This might not apply to anybody. These are just suggestions, like I said. You don't have to listen to them, but I do recommend them. That way you kind of get like a better experience. The first one I will say is don't go too hard. This one obviously is optional. If you want to go hard all day, every day, by all means, go ahead. Personally, I like to pace myself so I could last throughout the whole festival. But again, to each their own. Some people like to go hard and they can go hard throughout the whole day. Another don't is don't forget your wristband. I know it's kind of a no-brainer to not forget your wristband, but I've forgotten it at least 2 times in the past 3 years. And with the wristband, don't forget to register it, because when you register it, it'll give you a discount to the following year, which is always a good thing. I know personally me, I like to go to festivals alone. I will go to Lost Lands alone this year, but some people go in groups. But you don't have to necessarily stick with your group. Sometimes it is better to like venture off, because there will be conflicts between different artists, and one half of the group wants to see one DJ, while the other half wants to go to the other one. So sometimes it is better to like split up from your group. The good thing about Lost Lands is you could always set up a meetup spot to check in with other people every other set or something. You guys set up a meetup spot and how often you guys meet up. But I definitely recommend to not stick with your group and go out and venture with yourself alone or with another person. Sticking with your group throughout the whole festival, all 3 days, just isn't going to be that realistic. Everyone's going to be moving around a lot. Again, this one is not really a rule. It's just something that I recommend, but don't hog the rail. I know last year I really want to go to the rail to go see Slander. Lucky enough, the person I was behind, they actually allowed me, because they knew that I liked Slander, I had all the merch and all that. They allowed me to be on the rail throughout their whole set. I appreciate that person for that, because it made my festival that much better. Lost Lands by itself is I could go on and on about how good Lost Lands is, but to be on the rail for your favorite DJ just makes it that much better. So try to like share the rail. You don't have to be on the rail throughout the whole night. One thing that I did see a lot all 3 years is people climbing the dinosaurs. We already know we're not allowed to climb the dinosaurs, so I don't want people to do it. I know people don't stop you from climbing them, but Excision himself says do not climb the dinosaurs. And I mean, I would respect the guy since it's his festival. He's renting those dinosaurs. I'm not going to stop you from climbing dinosaurs because I don't want to get into an argument and stop my fun when you're doing something kind of disrespectful. But again, to each their own. I just strongly advise not to climb the dinosaurs just to get a better picture or video. Excision does have some dinosaurs you can ride, but like the ones that are on display, I just wouldn't climb them. But again, I'm trying to stay as positive as I can. So just go out there, have fun, enjoy Lost Lands. And if you guys have any other recommendations of do's and don'ts that you came up with, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I like to have like a discussion of things that other people might recommend. So that's my video, guys. Thank you for watching. Click the like button, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.